everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef, and today we're gonna make some brownies. I'm gonna use Pampered Chef's batter mixer and dispenser today to mix this up. So if you've never seen this product, I think you're gonna love it. It's great for all kinds of batter, not just brownie mix. You can use it for cake mix, you can use it for pancake batter or waffle mix, so you're going to love this. So the first thing we need to do is melt our butter. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna show you a trick today that I love, and I use my ceramic egg cooker to melt butter more than I use it to make eggs. So it is great if you want to make your eggs in here. You can also make little mug cakes or muffins, omelets, things like that. But I use this almost exclusively for melting butter. I like it because it has this little silicone sleeve on the side. So when I take this in and out of the microwave, if it's hot, I don't have to worry about burning myself because it has this sleeve. And this lid keeps the butter from splattering all over my microwave. So I've got a stick of butter. I'm gonna just cut this in half with a paring knife. And this is not softened, it just came right out of my fridge. We're gonna put 2 halves in here. And then I'm gonna put the lid on it, we're gonna put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Now, if this is the first video of mine that you're watching, I hope you'll click the subscribe button while you're here and check out some of my other videos. And don't forget to go to my recipe community. You can find that at theflipflopchef.com. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 1 minute. Hang tight, and I'm gonna come right back. All right, so 1 minute we're gonna have melted butter. So we're gonna talk about our batter mixer and dispenser while we wait for that, and we're gonna bake these in the regular brownie pan. I'm gonna show you our brownie bite pan, but first we're gonna take apart this batter mixer and dispenser, and this piece just needs to be twisted back in there. Let's see here. There we go. And we're gonna put all of our wet ingredients into this container first. Then we will add our cake mix. So let's go ahead and get everything ready to go. I'm gonna use a Dolly Parton brownie mix. So if you haven't tried her mixes, they are really good. You can get them at Walmart. I'm not sure what other stores carry them, but down here, I've only been able to find them at Walmart. So we're gonna add 1 egg. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of milk. We're gonna add that butter when it's melted, and also the fudge pack that comes with this. And so I'm following the instructions on the back of the box to use the brownie mix and egg, melted butter, and milk. So let me go ahead and grab the butter, and then we'll add that in. Let's see, perfect. Now 1 minute is not long enough for this to really get hot, so I'm not really worried about burning myself, but if it had, I have that sleeve to help me. This is also great if you're a tea drinker. You can steep your tea in our ceramic egg cooker, and you'll be able to have that sleeve like you get at Starbucks on your cup. So we're gonna just squeeze all of this out, just like that. And then we're gonna put our brownie mix in. My dog has arrived for a visit. I think she knows I'm making something with chocolate and she wants some of it. All right, so we've got our brownie mix in here. We're gonna take this and we're gonna just place the lid on the top, and you're just gonna tighten this, and then you're gonna press down and pull up, just like this, until everything is really, really nice and mixed together. So you can even twist on the bottom, make sure you're not missing anything, pull it up and down, and we're getting a really, really nice brownie batter. Looks good to me. I'm gonna do a couple more pumps. Let's get this all mixed, and then I'm gonna show you how to press it out of here and dispense it right into our brownie pan. So let's go ahead and get the brownie pan ready to go. This is our cake tester and releasing tool. It is great for both the brownie bite pan and the brownie pan because it's nylon, so it's not gonna scratch your pans, but you can kind of get in around the edges of both of these or the corner and just kind of pop it out if you have anything sticking. But I do recommend that you spray this with oil. So we're gonna use our kitchen spritzer. I'm gonna pump the pressure into the bottle like this. When it's nice and tight, then you know it's ready to spray. Now I just refilled this bottle actually, so it's nice and full, but make sure you don't fill it above that fill line. And then we're gonna just spray this with oil. This is just regular vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil you have. Now I'm not gonna spray the brownie bite pan because I'm not gonna use that one today, but when you're done with your spritzer, you're gonna burp it, let all the air out, and then close it back so it doesn't leak. Put the cap on the top and store this in the cabinet. Don't store it over your stove because as heat rises, it will actually cause this to get really sticky and gunky, and you don't want that. So I recommend just putting it in a cabinet, and burping it will help let all the pressure out so that pressure doesn't stay built up in there and force out any of the batter. So you can see the difference in sizes here. We have the regular brownie pan, and then we have the brownie bite pan. So the brownie bites are like 2 bites. The brownie pan, I say, is like 4 bites. I will be honest and tell you though that I am a middle brownie kind of girl. So for those of you who love all the edges, these are your pans. I tend to only use these when I want to make something fancy, because normally when I want to make brownies, I want a lot from the middle. I don't want a bunch of the edges, but you can bake these till they're not super crunchy if you're like me. I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to take our, let's see, I'm going to pull this up, first of all, to get it to the top. So that's one thing. And then you're going to just release this, just like that. I'm going to tap this down a little bit, and then we're going to mix this just a little bit more, get all that dry mixture together. All right, and then what we'll do, I got brownie on my brownie batter on my hands. What you're going to do is you're going to take this little silicone disc. So I'm going to just tap off all this batter because we don't want to waste any of that. Let me get most of that off, and then we're going to stick this on this little disc like that. Okay, so you see this is now going to be what we push this batter out. So you're going to go in this at an angle and then slide this on the top. Let me wash my hands because I've got brownie batter on there. And then you're going to choose which size you want to use. So if you look here on this side, there are 3 size circles. So the small circle is perfect for mini muffins or a brownie bite pan. And then you have a medium one, which is great for your pancakes. And then we have the large, which is cupcakes, muffins, and like our brownie batter pan. So I'm gonna put this on the highest setting, the largest setting. This is like a little drip tray there, but you're gonna just give this a squeeze. 1 pump. You see how that just distributes this batter perfectly every single time? So we're gonna do this on every single well. Get these full. And then we're gonna bake this. I think I'm gonna start at about 15 minutes. Usually brownies like this are gonna take about 15 to 18 minutes. I'm gonna give this a little squeeze just to get a little bit extra batter. And I have a little bit more in there. I'm not sure why it's not coming out, but it should be coming out. Okay, there we go. We're gonna get a little bit more on the tops of some of these. We don't wanna overfill them, so let me put this back down, and I'm just gonna sort of tap this and shake it on the counter like this, just to kind of get the batter more evenly dispensed in the brownie pan. So I preheated my brownie pan, or excuse me, I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I'm gonna pop this in. I'll check it after 15 minutes. And if it needs a little bit more time, I'll leave it in there. Every oven is gonna be just a little bit different. And again, if you like these really crunchy or if you like them chewy, that's gonna depend on how long you wanna cook these also. So you cook them to your liking and I'll cook them to mine, right? So stay tuned. I'll show you the finished product here in just a little bit. All right, you guys, let's finish up our brownies. So I baked these for about 17.5 minutes, took them out, and I let them sit on the counter here to cool off. And now what I'm gonna do is just take this little cake tester and releasing tool and just sort of loosen the corners. The reason I'm doing this is these are super chewy, which is the way that I like them. And I'm gonna flip them out on top of this cutting board. So I've done all of these corners except for this last row. So I'm gonna take our large groove cutting board. So we're gonna use the flat side. The other side has a groove that holds liquid. So I'm just gonna lay this right here on top of my brownie pan, and then I'm just gonna flip it over. And these are not hot. The pan is not hot anymore. It's a little bit warm, but I don't need my microwave grips anymore for this. All right, let me just tap a few more of these out. They're almost all out. Let's see. Okay. Most all of them came out. Let me help these guys out. I just don't want to tear them up because, like I said, they're super chewy. So I'm going to use that cake tester and releasing tool. But the cool thing about it is it's not scratching my pan. And so then once you have all of these out, you can flip them over, let them cool completely. If you're going to decorate them, if you cannot wait for them to cool off, then just go ahead and eat one while they are warm. I won't tell anybody because I'll probably do the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to use the batter mixer and dispenser and seeing our brownie pan in action. Let me know what you're going to use your batter mixer for, and don't forget to go to theflipflopchef.com and join my recipe community. I've got more videos coming, but that's all I have for you today. Bye everyone.